Landing Page Setup AMZ Promos Central. Now, AMZ Promos Central is an online service that enables you to set up a landing page which they host for you, so you don't have the need for a website or for a plugin. It also enables you to create a really good looking landing page by just pushing a few buttons. So it's got advantages over building a WordPress site and using the WordPress plugin. However, in the long run, it will be more expensive because you have to pay for each promotion that you put on their site. And also you lose a bit of branding because obviously the landing page will not actually be on your own site. But having said that, let's go take a look. I'm going to click on sign in. Currently you can only sign in with Facebook or Google. I've chosen to use Google, so I've logged into my Google account. And now I'm going to click on the red button. Now it's telling you what access it's giving the plugin, and then just click on allow. Now when you first get here, it's going to give you the option to go through a tour, but I'm going to skip that, but by all means go through the tour yourself. Now it does give you an example here, but this is very straightforward. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Just want to click on the big blue add promo button. And the way this works is you set up the promo and the landing page, and then once you want to start the promotion, then you have to buy credits. But I'll cover that at the end of the lesson. So the first thing is we're going to add our product. So we need a product name. I'm going to use exactly the same one from the last lesson. We need the ASIN, and I'm going to leave it at Amazon.com US and click Save Product. Now it started to pull in the information, and the first thing we need to do is create the promo title. So I've just put in get 90% off this premium quality silicone spatula set. Then for the image, it just uses a default image, so we want to grab the Amazon images. To do that, we just click on this link here to the right of the image saying Get Amazon Images. Now it's going to pull all the images from our listing, and you can see them all below here, and you can choose any one you wish. Personally, I normally go with the main image of the listing. I'm going to scroll down, and we now need a landing page URL. And basically what they're asking you for is this bit at the end of the URL that says no URL. Now, obviously I'd like to use silicone spatula, but I'm pretty sure that's being used. But let's just try it so you can see. And amazingly, it hasn't been used before, or it's not currently in use, so we can use it. If you come up with a URL that is already in use, then just add your brand name to the end or make it slightly different. Now, I don't personally use the super URL. They do say underneath that it's rebuilt every 8 hours, which is obviously good, and it's unique for each buyer, which is good. But personally, I don't like using super URLs that are created by tools. I don't mind using them on my pages, etc., by building them manually, but I just don't like using tools for the super URL. And this is more about ranking, and remember, we're doing all of this to get reviews, although ranking obviously is a bonus. But I don't personally use it. It's up to you whether you want to use it or not. If you do, you just want to click in the box and add the keywords. So I put in silicone spatula, and then I put a check mark in the box, and it will use that to create the super URL. But as I say, I'm not going to use it, so I'm going to delete it and uncheck it. Now, the times. On your landing page, you're actually going to have a really cool countdown timer. So obviously the length of time that's available is determined by the end date. Now I'm going to actually leave it here because I think this is basically calculating as 72 hours, but you can make it shorter if you wish. Now the regular price for this product is $16.95, and I'm going to be giving them a coupon code that means they can buy it for $1.99, and that's what they mean by discounted price. Then you're going to need to copy and paste your claim codes in exactly the same as we did in the last lesson. So I pasted 20 codes in. There's a link showing you how to do it, but obviously you've already seen how to do that in the earlier lesson. I'm going to scroll down. Under restrictions, I'm going to check both of those boxes. An instant notification. We do want to be notified. Bear in mind there is a small charge for doing this, but I'm going to check that box, and integrate with your own autoresponder. I want to check that box too. When you check that box, it's going to offer you the different options. I'm going to stick with Aweber and then click the blue button underneath to connect to your Aweber account. It's going to take you to this page, which basically logs you into Aweber and gives the site permission. Obviously I blurred out the information, but I'm going to click Allow Access. You've successfully connected to your Aweber account. and it automatically closes the window for you. If it doesn't, obviously just close it yourself. Then the last thing you need to do is select the correct list. So I'm going to click on the drop down and select Silicon Spatula Test, which again is the one we used in the last lesson. Now retargeting, if you know how retargeting works and how to create a retargeting pixel, this can be very useful. Again, there's a charge for it. Now, I have mentioned a charge for it a couple of times. You can see there's a green star next to retargeting. It costs 1 extra promo unit to use this option. And for blue ones, which is the mail list integration and instant notification, you can see 1 extra promo unit every 60 claim codes. And again, I'll cover the charges at the end of the lesson. And there's also the yellow star is actually for the super URL. And as I said, I'm not using that. But once you've got to this point, all you need to do is click on Save. Now you can see promo settings saved successfully. And it tells you what you need regarding promo units to get this started. It's telling me I need 3. And it's telling me that that's going to get me this landing page for 72 hours and the ability to send up to 30 claim codes. It's also telling me I've got 0 promo units right now, so obviously I've got to buy some, and again I'm going to show you that in a minute. Now once you've set this all up, the landing page with the URL we used is reserved for 72 hours. So you've got 72 hours to buy the credits to use it. However, this is the bit I want to show you, which is the page editor. You can see it in red here. If I click on it, it's going to open a new tab. Again, there's a tour. I'm going to end that tour, but obviously go through it. And then I'm going to click on the blue Show the Editor button at the top left. And here's everything that's on my page. Now, right now, it's actually pulled all the bullets from the listing, and I don't really want all those bullets. You can always see what the page actually looks like by scrolling all the way down. Now, if I position this, this is exactly what your customer's going to see. You can see you're losing branding because AMZ Promo Central is actually getting the branding, but we're more interested in what's actually in this part. You can see there's the title of your promotion. Nice little touch with 5 stars here. But then you can see it's got all this information that we don't really need, because all it's doing is pushing the coupon off a button too far down the page. While we're here, before we edit, you can see it's showing how many is available, how much it costs, and the regular price. And here's your countdown timer. This is a really cool addition to the page because obviously it enforces scarcity. They've only got so long left to actually collect their coupon. But let's scroll back up. So I'm going to remove the enter model number, as I don't want that. I'm going to keep 1 bullet point, and then I'm just going to delete the rest. Now obviously I don't know whether this is a good bullet point or the others are better. I'm just showing you what you can do. The button text, again, you can change this just like you could with the plugin. And there's your scarcity, show real claim code count and countdown clock. So we want that checked. We've got the image, prices are right, and then we just click on Save Landing Page. And now if we look, if we scroll up, this is what our customer would see. You can see the coupon button is well above the fold, even on my laptop. Scrolling down a little bit further, you see the clock. Now you want to play around with this a bit. You might want to add more information or add shorter bullets. Now obviously this listing uses very long bullets and there's a lot of them, but you can edit this to use any bullets you want or add any information you want. It's completely straightforward. If I open the editor again, you literally type into this box what you want it to say. And as I'm sure you'll agree, it's a very nice looking landing page for you to get your coupons distributed. Now I'll close this for now. Now one other thing to mention, when you set up your autoresponder, make sure to change the default message that comes with the double opt-in exactly the same as we did in the last lesson. That's because you want them to double opt-in. Again, similar to the plugin, this is not going to force them to double opt-in to get the coupon code. So you want to try and get them to do that. Now you're going to find that the double opt-in rates are quite high because at the end of the day, they've just got a coupon code, they've just ordered your product. So they're going to be keen to get more coupon codes for related products. But that's how simple it is to set up. Now, obviously to get this promo running, I need to add some credits. You can do that by clicking on this light blue button at the top, promo units. You can see it's at 0, and buy whatever units you want. However, let's go take a look at the costs on their FAQ. So I'm going to close that one. We're not interested in that one. This is the one we're going to look at. How much does this system cost? You can see we use a credit-based system. You purchase promo units and use the units to activate the promo you set up. So in other words, it doesn't cost you anything to you actually activate your promo. And here's some examples. So it's giving you the current prices. 5 units for $25, 10 units for $40, and 20 units for $60. Obviously, the more units you buy, the cheaper it is. And if you're going to be doing multiple promotions, then it's a good idea to buy more. It tells you underneath, each promo unit lets you run a landing page for 3 days, in other words, 72 hours, and to distribute up to 30 claim codes. So for example, if you want to run a promo for 5 days and distribute 50 claim codes, it'll cost you 2 promo units. You can look at the extra ones right here under number 10. Now, I don't use the super URL. If you know how to use retargeting, then by all means use it. It's a great way of building an audience. The one I definitely think you should use is the autoresponder integration. Now, you can use instant notification if you wish. Just remember, there's a small cost for using it. Something else to consider if you're buying in bulk is, do the promo units expire after some time? And it tells you here, they expire after a year. So that's pretty much it. That's all you need to do to set this all up. Obviously, I'm not going to go ahead and make this live because it's not my product and I wouldn't be able to deliver coupon codes for their product anyway. But it's that straightforward. So now you've learned how to set up a landing page for single-use codes with amzpromocentral.com. And obviously in that last lesson, we showed you how to do it with a WordPress site and the WordPress plugin. Now, in the next lesson, you're going to learn how to promote these landing pages to get more traffic to them. But that's it for this lesson. Take care.